it's Vanessa, and today is National Stress Awareness Day. And it's no secret that our finances can be a big stressor in our lives. So I thought I would sit down with Michigan First team member and Underwriting Manager Brock to go over some of the biggest stressors he hears from our members and how to combat them. Are some of the biggest stressors for our members when you hear from them?
Well, I think that you hit the nail on the head when you talked about their finances. I think money is the biggest stressor for our members, no matter what form that takes. Whether it's not budgeting well, whether it's having a lack of money, or whether they're wanting to save money on a monthly basis. We see a whole multitude of reasons why members need to come borrow money from us, whether it's a life event happened that they weren't preparing for and they need some extra money to help pay their bills, whether it's a family member has unfortunately recently passed away and they need to get some money for that, car repairs, you name it, on and on and on, and it all boils back down to they have a lack of money. So I think one of the biggest stressors is just every day, how are they going to pay their bills?
So it seems like unexpected events.
Absolutely.
So the best way to prepare for those, I mean, you can't prepare for all of them, but if you could try, what is the best way you would say to kind of address those things when they come up?
Sure. I think it's called a nest egg by some people. It's called a rainy day fund by some people. You have to set down a budget every month where you can set aside some money in case a life event happens. That way you're not having to go out and borrow money to take care of certain things. Obviously, some things are more expensive than other things, right? So if you have a $4,000 or $5,000 car repair, you might need to borrow money to do that. But some things that might just be a couple $100s here or there, if you can build that nest egg, you'll be able to take care of those things.
You said that you would sit down with members in the past and you'd literally pull out a spreadsheet and you go through it with them.
So we'll put all their expenses in one column and their income in the other column and see where that evens out. And if there's not enough money to go around, then we start looking at those expenses and what things could you cut back on. If you really had to not have something in your life, what would it be? And if you go through those and it's nothing, if you need to spend all that, then we start looking at their credit report. Start looking, okay, well, where can we save you some money on some of your other bills? Do you have too much credit card debt? If you do, can we do a debt consolidation loan for you? If your car payment's too expensive, can we refinance that and get you a lower payment? What we try to do is really educate our members, not only just in budgeting, but with their credit too. How can we put them in a better financial position overall?
What are the most common mistakes you see when people are doing their banking or going through their finances?
I think one of the big mistakes that people tend to make is that they don't stay on budget. So when they're going out to make a purchase, whether it be a car, whether it be furniture, what have you, they let the heartstrings pull a little bit. So they'll go out and buy something that's a little bit out of their budget and stretch themselves a little bit too far. Another mistake that they make is putting other people's needs in front of their own sometimes. Like if you're gonna, it's great to help other people, but if you're gonna help other people, you wanna make sure that you're set first and then go out and help other people. We do have a lot of members that will come in and ask for loans and whatnot so they can help their relatives out, which is great, but if they're not helping themselves out first, that can be an issue.
Right, and I imagine that might be more common around the holiday season that's coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, we see a lot of loans where members are trying to help out their family members around the holiday time, all year though too, and that's great. People should help people, but you got to make sure that you help yourself first before you help other people.
Brock, thank you for joining us and for those great tips. In summary, make a budget and stick to the budget. Take care of yourself first so that you can take care of others. And for National Stress Awareness Day, my closing remarks are to breathe. I hope you found this useful, and we'll see you next time.